G'day, I'm Troy, and this is the Comic Book Movie Collector's Guide, the show about collecting all things superhero cinema. And today we're going to take a gander at Lego DC Shazam! Magic and Monsters on DVD. And we're going to try and answer the question, is this magical or monstrous? I don't know. Let's get into it. Lego DC Shazam! Magic and Monsters is a computer animated superhero direct-to-video movie with a runtime of 81 minutes. The film was released on digital platforms on the 8th of April 2020 and later released on DVD and Blu-ray on the 16th of June 2020, with no 4K HD release as of this video. It was written by Jeremy Adams, with it being directed by Matt Peters. The film was produced by DC Entertainment, the Lego Group, and Warner Brothers Animation, and distributed by Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. This is the 10th movie in the Lego and DC Comics cross-promotional films. Okay, let's have a look at the cover, and if we look at that, that is a nice cover. I don't mind this one at all. This one really got me interested with Black Adam there versus Shazam. Really got me sucked in. I'm like, this is cool. I think I really want to see this one because I don't mind the old Black Adam and Shazam rivalry. It does look good to me on there. And if we look at the spine, not bad. It sits in very well with your other DC and Lego movies, which, God, there's a few of them now actually. So nice. It takes up a nice little space on your shelf there. And of course the back, nothing too spectacular there, I suppose, but looks good either way. Just that very basic stuff that they do. So now if we look at the disc, it's got pretty much the cover shot there, but just them separated on either side. Nothing too special, just a black print. As usual, you know me, I'd love a good color disc, but you know, this is a Lego movie, so they're not going to pound a whole heap of money into it because, you know, it's just for the kids, so it's a cheap one. Anyway, overall, like I said, I really like that cover a lot. That looks really good. So I am going to give this an 8 out of 10. So the story starts out with a new hero in town, and his name is Shazam, showing up on the scene to help fight crime. And in doing so, he manages to grab the attention of the Justice League, who, after Shazam helps out the Justice League, they invite the Ernest Do-Gooder to join the team. But to become a member, Shazam must reveal his true identity of Billy Batson, which he is reluctant to do. But later on, Billy must help the Justice League to fight off the evil Mr. Mind and Black Adam. Can Billy learn that he must trust others and become a member of the Justice League?
So I hear we've been having some trust issues, huh?
So look, I'm kind of of two minds when it comes to this story, as when I initially watched it, I was surprised at how many twists and turns this had for a kid's movie. I didn't see how this movie was going to pan out, actually. I was really surprised, which was great, which is what you want. And I did enjoy it. But then kind of after thinking about after I watched the movie and I started thinking about the story, it was kind of so convoluted and so many things just had to happen right for the story to go where it did, that it was almost kind of inconceivable that any of this could even happen.
Couldn't have happened that way.
Anyway, look, we'll put that aside. But at the end of the day, this is a kids movie, and it does have that very kids-inspired moral running through the story about trusting people, and it also has some laughs, which is great. Which at the end of the day, I think the kids will love. So even with that convoluted story, which I'm sure the kids won't really pick up on, it is a good kids movie. So with that, I'm going to give this a 24 out of 30. Now, as far as I can tell, they are sticking with the origins of the character that are currently in the latest comics and the movies which we've seen, which when I did my research, you know, funnily enough, it's pretty much been the same since his incarnation back in the 1930s up until now, with just a few little tweaks here and there over the years. Look, I always find that they do a good job of the portrayals of these characters in these Lego movies, even if they're more along the comical side of things for the kids. And, you know, maybe some of us adults.
Oh, how we laughed. Ha ha ha.
Now, the animation was pretty good in this one, and I feel not cheap looking like some of the previous incarnations, but still, let's face it, it's no Lego Batman movie, as this is a direct-to-video release. Now, as far as the voice cast goes, which we'll have a look up here, it was pretty good, and you can see here on the list that there are a few regulars here, but as far as any big names, they managed to pull Sean Austin in as Shazam, which I think he did a good job of portraying that version of Shazam, which is the adult hero with the mind of a kid, just kind of like Zachary Levi from the live action movies. So a good job all around. So look, I think I'm going to give this a 17 out of 20. So this one has no real special features, but it does come with some extra stuff, which is some episodes from some other kids' cartoons, which include Unikitty episode Spooky Game and Pool Duel, and the Teen Titans Go episode Little Elvis, which features Shazam and Mr. Mind. A nice little addition there, so for the kids to have a look at. But yeah, as far as special features go, not a real lot happening here. No behind the scenes, no nothing. So just a couple of episodes. So look, with that, I'm going to give this a 3 out of 10. Now, the critics score, it came in at, no real surprise there, 0%. But the audience score was 60%. So, I mean, there's no surprises there that there's nothing on the critic front, as this is a straight-to-kids DVD movie and they don't really get reviewed by critics. But the audience score, I'm a little surprised with, that it's not a little higher, as this movie is probably one of the better Lego movies out there. But anyway, it is what it is. So let's have a look. If we round that up, we're going to get a score of 6 out of 10. Now, as far as these direct-to-video Lego movies go, I have to admit, I really did enjoy this one. This was fun and interesting to watch, and it was one that I've really wanted to watch for a while, as the cover really sucked me in, with Shazam fighting Black Adam on the front. And for me, I was thinking that's what this movie was going to be, but alas, the cover was a bit of clickbait, as Black Adam is really only in there for the last 15 minutes of the movie, which I was
Disappointed!
Which was what I was looking forward to. Does this make a bad movie? No, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But in saying that, it was good to see, let's just say, some of the forgotten Z-grade villains getting some screen time, which is something they should do a bit more of, and show some more love to some of those older forgotten characters that, you know, we haven't seen in a while, as instead of just rolling out the usual same old every time we see a movie.
I mean, we definitely need something new.
Look, overall, I did enjoy this movie, and I think the kids will really enjoy it as well. So it's definitely one you can sit down and watch with the kids, and you can both get something out of it. So for this one, look, I am definitely going to give this a score of 17 out of 20. So, first up is collectability, and if we look at the collector scale, I would say this would be, well, for everybody, as this is an enjoyable kids movie that kids and adults will like across the board. So, definitely something to have in your collection. Now, as far as availability goes, this one is definitely on your common side. There is no shortage of DVD or Blu-ray copies out there for you to get at your usual retail outlets or on the second-hand markets. As far as your average price goes, you are looking at somewhere between $8 to $22 for DVD and between about $13 to $32 for Blu-ray. And that is depending on which version you get of the Blu-ray, whether you get the one with or without the little minifigure. If you get the one with the minifigure, that can drive the price up, as it's usually the Lego collectors that are trying to buy it, so it does bump the price up. And of course, there is nothing for 4K HD as of this video. Now, for the final score, we get a grand total of 75 out of 100. Wow, that's not a bad score at all for a Lego DC movie, introducing the one and only Shazam to the Lego universe. So look, we asked the question, is this magical or was this monstrous? It was pretty magical. Another great addition to the Lego DC universe and a great addition to anyone's collection for kids and adults alike.
For everybody, all right?
So if you like this video and you want to see more reviews, I've got some there. Or maybe you want to check out some of my collection updates. I've got you covered too. Want to go check out that one there. And of course, don't forget to do the most important thing. Why'd you throw me a bat like? And don't forget to hit that subscription button on the way out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.